For today's tutorial, I'll be using Darimore Studio Anti-Pilling DK yarn in the shade Ocean. You will need a crochet hook. I'll be using a 4mm crochet hook. You'll need a pair of scissors and a darning needle to sew in the ends. This is my swatch of the Alpine Stitch and I'll show you how to make it. It looks more complicated than it is. If you know how to make a treble crochet, a double crochet and a front post treble crochet, all in UK terms, then you can make this. Okay, let's get started. To start, we're going to make a foundation chain in multiples of 2 plus 1 extra for your turning chain. So we start with a slip knot, and insert your hook. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. There's 4. Keep on going in multiples of 2. Doesn't matter how many you make, just make them as long as the desired size of the object that you're going to make. Whether it be a scarf or a blanket, just remember to chain in multiples of 2. Okay, I've chained in multiples of 2 and now I'll add 1 more for my turning chain. Now to start, for row 1 we're going to make trebles. Remember, that's UK terms, so in the US that is double crochet, and we're going to make a treble in the 3rd chain from the hook. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook. Going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there we have a chain 2, which is going to count as a stitch throughout, and then we have our treble. Again into the next chain, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. And again all the way across, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Going to do that all the way across. Pause the video and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, we just have 2 stitches left, so we'll make the last 2 trebles in those stitches. So one more time, that's yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, that's your first row complete. Now we're going to chain 1. This doesn't count as a stitch, and then we're going to turn our work. We are now going to work a double crochet across the whole row. This is UK terms, so that's a single crochet in US terms. We're going to insert a hook into the very first stitch, which is just here. Make sure you go under both loops. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. I'm going to do that all the way across, double crochets all the way across for row 2. And then the last few, we have 1 there, we have 1 treble there, make 1 there, and then we have our turning chain here, so you want to make 1 in that stitch in the top of that chain 2 just there, You may need to move the stitches a little bit and work your last double crochet into that chain 2. Okay, so that is 2 rows complete, and now we are going to start the exciting bit. So we are going to chain 2, which counts as our stitch, and we're going to turn our work. So now we're going to alternate working into this row of trebles down the bottom and into the top of the double crochets at the top. So to start with, we have our chain 2, so this one here sits on top of this one, so that is our first stitch. So this is where we're going to work our very first stitch. So this is counting as our first stitch, but the first stitch we work will go into here. Okay, so we want to yarn over, and we're going to make a front post treble crochet around the post of this stitch. Okay, so you yarn over, you insert your hook in and back out around the post. Okay, and then you're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, and you'll have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so that's our first work stitch, and that's the front post treble crochet. The next stitch is going to be a regular treble, and that's going to go in along the top here. So if you pull your work down, you're going to skip this stitch because that sits behind the one that we've just worked. So the next stitch is this one here. So we're going to work a treble crochet into there. Okay, so that's yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that one there sits above this one. So if you look here, you can see that one there sits above there, that one there sits there, there. Okay, so this is the next one we're going to go through. And we're going to do another front post treble. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to go around this post here. So we're going to go in and then back out, yarn over and pull up a loop. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, the next one is a treble again, so you can pull down just to make sure and have a look. That's the one behind it, so we'll skip that one. This is where we're going to work the next treble. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so here you can see we've started making the Alpine stitch. So you have your front post treble, a front post treble, a treble. We will have a front post treble, treble, front post treble, treble all the way along. Okay, we'll make one more front post treble. So we're going to yarn over. So this is, we're going to skip this one, and we're going to go around this one here. So we're going to insert your hook and then come back out, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so you pause the video and carry on. I'm going to carry on. I will meet you at the end. Okay, now we've nearly got to the end. So the last stitch I did was a front post treble crochet, and you should have 2 stitches left. 1, 2. You see we have these 2 stitches left. So we've just done a front post treble. So the next one we're going to do is a treble into that stitch there. And then in the last one, work another treble. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so looking at your work, you alternate between the trebles and the front post trebles all the way across. You can see it's starting to build up a really nice texture. 2 trebles at the end. Okay, so for the next row, we are going to chain 1 and turn your work. So this is row 4, and we are now going to work a double crochet all the way along. Really simple. In the very first stitch, this is where the first one's going to go, so we are going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, all the way along. Keep on going, working double crochets all the way along into each stitch. Okay, nearly at the end. Last few stitches. So we've got 2 more stitches here. So we've got 1 in there, and then the last stitch will go into the top of that chain 2. Again, sometimes it's a little bit tricky. Just pull the stitches. There you go. Okay, so now we're going to chain 2 and turn our work. So we've got the first row here was just trebles, the second row was double crochets, the third row was the first starting line of the Alpine stitch, and then 2, 3, 4, the fourth row was double crochet, the fifth row will be the next line of the Alpine stitch. So this one here below, this one has an Alpine stitch in, so the very first stitch we do will be a regular treble crochet. So again, this chain 2 counts as a stitch, so go up in line there, so we won't work into this space, we will go into the next space here. Okay, so we're going to yarn over and work a treble crochet into that stitch there. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so the next one here, can you see we just have treble crochets? So we're going to work a front post treble crochet around that post there. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, going to insert a hook around and come back through, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. The next stitch will be a regular treble crochet going above the front post from the previous 2 rows. Again, pull it down if it makes it a little bit easier for you, just to see. So that is the one behind the one we've just made, so we don't go into that one. This is the next one. Okay, so yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, the next one is a front post treble, and we're going to go around this post. So again, we yarn over, insert your hook from the front and pull it back through to the front to the back and then back to the front. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then the next one is a treble. You can check, so you skip that one and go into this one. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, I'm going to carry on to the end of the row. You can pause the video and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, now I'm at the end here, so we have 2 stitches left. The last stitch I made was a treble crochet, so the next stitch I'm going to make is a front post treble into this, around this post here. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And the last stitch will be a treble crochet going into this stitch here. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your first pattern repeat done. So repeat of rows 2 up to 5, and that's all you do all the way through. There you go, that's the Alpine stitch. I hope you enjoyed it.